Welcome back from that short break. Before the break, we're just talking about the NLC situation. The Nigerian Labour Congress, protesting and asking for proper security, protection of citizens, and the welfare of citizens being the core of the government. But right now we want to talk about Peller and Jarvis. It brings us, this is another crucial conversation about how social media can now be used as a tool to amplify private struggles. There was a car crash that was very alarming recently with live footage that sparked concern and sadly even mockery. A lot of people even laughed at the young man Peller. But Jarvis has also come out to make it clear that what happened wasn't about a failed relationship, but about giving space to heal and focusing on well-being. And all of that conversation and awareness is now raising a bigger question. How do we as a society balance curiosity about influencers' lives with basic human decency? So this is not just breakup story. We want to talk about empathy, responsibility, and even the power of online behavior. And just like with the NLC protests, there's a link. Both stories are highlighting societal responsibility. So whether it's holding the government accountable or holding ourselves accountable online. But I like to hear Cynthia's thoughts. And when Cynthia shares her thoughts, we'll look at some reactions of people across social media.
Jarvis and Peller. I mean, I've been avoiding these stories since it started surfacing online. And I feel this story is more, just like you've mentioned, is more than just a celebrity gossip to me. Because first of all, when I came to know about both of them, when I discovered the girl, I did not know the boy before because I'm not a TikTok person, and I came to know about her because I think she was popular with the robotic and AI moves or something like that. I guess that's why the name Jarvis. That's the name of the AI. She is the dual role or dual personality she's playing or something like that. And then the next thing I heard was she's dating this other small boy, and she being a small girl as well. Let me call it like Nigerian people will say small girl and small boy. First of all, I was like, okay, and Nigerians were cheering on. Tomorrow they are sweet and all lovey-dovey. The next day they are going heads on. I don't know if it's just to chase clout, but I was like, why will Nigerians be bothering themselves over two small children issues? Why? I don't know what we are trying to push online. I don't know what we are trying to, one narrative we are trying to push. It's okay for you to talk to your younger ones in the house, to talk to your children who are of the same ages as them. I know they are adults now, but it's okay. But they were way younger when they came to be very popular online. I was like, it's okay for people to tell their younger ones, tell their children, tell whoever not to do some certain things, and it's still okay for you to come online and support them because they are some sort of public figures or whatnot. First of all, I'm not a fan of whatever they have going on with them. I don't know what they are doing. I don't know what is real and what is not real about them, because tomorrow is that the boy wants to propose to the girl don't want to propose to the girl. I'm not a fan of lousy content. But then I just talking about what really matters to me about this story and hearing what happened, what he tried to kill himself because of a relationship that did not work. I think this is far beyond this celebrity gossip that people are raveling around. I think it's about mental health to me here when we look at it very well, and it's about public shaming too, and also how responsible we should be about our usage with social media and how we leverage social media as a whole. Because seeing these two very young people, we know Elizabeth, that's her real name. She has up to like how many million followers on TikTok, millions of followers on TikTok, and people watch her content daily. So when she shared her breakup, because after he tried to kill himself and the FROSC was charging him for that, he was streaming her and driving and attempting a murder, and it was more like what is going on here, and then she came out I think later that day to, you know, share her breakup story with Peller. And it's just, I just feel like it's not just a romantic split. It's about the, you know, narrative that comes with them being public figures. That's why I started out with, it's cool for people to just come online and, you know, allow some certain things that seems not very cool when we talk about people that are close to us, when we talk about our children and all of those things. But because these children are supposed public figures, so it's okay that they are engaging in some certain things that even their age, people of their age, should not be engaged in at this point in time. I know there are, I go back to say there are adults, but then this is Nigeria, and no matter how
are they adults?
So that's what
How
I say.
old is
People will
Peller?
tell me that they are adults, that he's 22.
Okay.
If I am not mistaken, he's 22.
I mean, he came out really young. That's what I'm saying. So when did he even become an adult?
Yes, when they said that
Adults
they were
would
younger
happen
than
to him.
22, and I mean,
Adults would happen to Peller.
it's more than just the romantic split that they are seeing it. When I see things like this, I feel very uncomfortable, because that car crash incident, which you know, almost tragically took his life. I mean, it almost did, and people just treated it as a source of mockery. Just, hey, Peller, I know he's a lousy fellow, but then people just treated it like, oh, he tried to kill himself, and blah blah blah. Jarvis spoke out. She came out and she was asking for, you know, empathy. She was highlighting, you know, the whole online curiosity about that, you know, should just more like override that human decency. She was just saying a lot, and I was like, is this what we should be saying? First of all, do these children even understand responsible usage of social media? Do they understand how? We took a news yesterday that was calling, I think, Association of Content Creators in Kano and the North were calling for, you know, freedom of expression and, you know, digital responsibility and whatnot. And I think this should be applied to all social media content creators in Nigeria. There should be like a union, and there should be like a union, first of all, where they'll meet and they should be taught on how to use social media responsibly. Because first of all, he didn't know better. That's why he brought such, I don't know how to call that act online. First of all, I go back to the fact that he's a very lousy fellow, and he has been doing a lot of things that I do not admire, and I wonder why he has so many followers. I don't know what we praise these days on social media. It's like we just choose the more viral things and leave out, you know, the vital things. Chinatu.
Great, Cynthia. I think that for Jarvis and for Peller, before I make my input, I just want to be sure that we have some comments ready that we will read.
Okay.
However, it just tells you the mental place where these people are. Again, it comes off as teenagers who adults who just happen to, and they're not ready for the fame, they're not ready, and there's nobody really checking. That is where we are as Africans because of the survival mentality. So even the parents who should call them to order are scared of calling. Cynthia, do you know that I remember when somebody said, do you remember Mike Angel, Ella?
Ella. She's grown now.
Somebody said that Ella is his role model. And this one was like 50 plus. People dragged. The man posted, I think it was Ella's birthday, and the man just posted that he admires Ella so much, and how, you know, he was just writing, and then he said, you are my role model. A father.
Does he understand the word?
So I'm saying this thing because there are people who are parents, and they probably see Peller and Jarvis as role models to themselves. So they do not take ownership of correction. They do not take ownership of that sense of responsibility. Before now, it took a whole village to raise a child. These days, we live in houses with very high fence, higher than our morals, and you just see people, it's not my business. Very good, it's no longer your business. However, you do not encourage this kind of things. How do you encourage it? Your people are sending money to him. People are encouraging Jarvis. Will you allow your child, your teenager, to go live with a man that she's not married to? How does it make sense to you?
How?
And they have parents.
Where?
And they have parents.
I've seen
that are
his
watching.
parents. I've seen his mom, but I always ask after the girls.
She doesn't have to have parents. You have guardians. You are from a family. And even when people say I'm an orphan, are you saying that there's no descendants in your whole family? If there's no descendants, your compound, there's no neighbor. If there's no neighbor, if people don't have church members, you don't have church members, there's no brother in your Muslim community that you respect. So we do not have any excuse. They have been putting up behaviors that has now overwhelmed their mentality. These people are very young. Very young. And he thinks that is all to life. Love. It's, you're able to afford the big polos and t-shirts. You're not even thinking. You know how this boy embarrassed graduates the other day?
Yes.
Called them. So it still tells you where their thought pattern is. Called graduates to go. You see the country we are living in, Cynthia. People with master's degree went to work for Peller. Because there are people who are just driven by money. So if you're not going to take sense of ownership about your life, only money will drive you. And if money is the only thing that drives your value, just pity, because you'll be tilting to every single place that the wind takes you to, which shouldn't be. When I saw those graduates, I didn't blame them. The state of the country is crazy. There are people who are just surviving, and so whatever job they see, they're going to take it. So even if it meant packing physics of Peller, as long as they'll pay them well, you could hear them.
These are people just for the name. I'm working with this famous person.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
like, how does that if it's not going to add to my
something
pocket?
Something they'll pride themselves with them.
There are things we should be proud of. Like, why should working with Peller, if it doesn't match my value? Exactly. If I'm going to work with anybody who is a celebrity, it doesn't matter who you are. If our values do not align, I'm not working with you. And it's not just I think that two things are happening here. For some people, they just think about the fame and the money. Your value doesn't play out. It doesn't matter to you what your value proposition is. It's just, I know this person. It is Peller. And that is also why their guardians are watching them on social media misbehave without getting them called out. Why? I remember how my dad would tell me that I'm not going to get a phone until I come out of secondary school. Having a phone wasn't the problem. We had phone in the house. My father would say, if you need to work with the laptop, use my laptop. Do the assignments. If you need a phone, we'll give you. But if he was deliberately telling me that there are certain things you cannot access, there are certain information you shouldn't have access to until it is time. And now, don't I have access to all of those things I want to? So we have to be able, as parents, filter things. And when I say filter, it's not just information. Filter the behavior of your kids. Why are children who are supposed to be teenagers, they are living together, they've been living together for how long now? And they are teens and they are acting like power couples. How? And
just giving people what they want to see.
Just giving drama.
Since this is what people want to see.
And now the young man whose emotional strength is not even there, he's going through a breakup phase, and look at how he's crashing out.
His mates are in school. They are trying to,
He made mockery of people who went to school by that singular action, remember? Making series of mockery, and it just makes mockery of, you're a graduate, and he's telling you, oh my goodness. He bastardized the effort of those people. The other one, he said you were going to do video for him. And so you can just tell that this graduates came from a place of hunger. In Kese. Rubbish that one, because she knew her right, was able to stand on business and call him out.
Yes.
But the other people, they just
He didn't even understand.
He didn't even understand what he wanted.
Of the whole situation, even when MC Mbaraka was was dragging dragging him online. I mean, that thing even also crossed to the whole Aqua Cross war and whatnot. I mean, a whole lot of things like that. The story expanded, the whole situation expanded. Even when Mbaraka, how is the name pronounced again, was dragging him, he made fun of the situation. In short, he started even insulting Mbaraka in return, because that's another thing again. This person in question, does he even understand? And then later they'll say school is scam. These are some of the situations that will come up, some of the issues that will come up, that you tell yourself that school no be scam o, because he does not have that level of understanding. Let's leave level of maturity now. There are some things that, you know, the four walls of school is not by going to, you know, like the four walls of a university, of some classroom or something, but there's some level of education you can get from different, you know, experiences and whatnot. But these days, what social media does now, I don't know, it's more like it's overriding that basic human decency. And I'm repeating this again because we saw what's this other person's name, the one that says he now owns a school of what's his name, Gege. And then everybody say, I'm the follower of Gege, I'm going to Gege school. And when people talk about these things, I'll be looking at it like, you're not in this life, you don't know what's happening. And like, I choose what I consume online. I cannot just stop to every, you know, content when it's not doing me any good. So it's more like because of the audience people are giving to such content they are creating. I've seen this boy's content, talking of Peller, and I do not understand the value his content brings to us. And even at the level of entertainment, I cannot really say what kind of entertainment such content brings to us. The girl in question, Jarvis, she brings, I can say to an extent, has his kind of entertaining, but then he died along the line because I don't know, this is their own love stories. I was very angry when this whole love thing started.
Cynthia, I just saw a tweet where they are referring to Peller as a Korodu Romeo.
Wahala. He wants to die for love. Like that's another question. Can you die for love?
Me die for why? Love, mama. Love, papa. What? Die for which love? The love died for me.
I mean, Romeo died for love.
So they say his Peller is a Korodu Romeo. Cynthia, a love that is healthy, you will not need me to die for it.
Okay.
Why should I die? Why should I lose myself for any love? Why? And so when I just saw this tweet, I was just looking for some tweets that we can share with you, and I'm seeing this one now.
Okay.
Yes, we can see some of it.
This one is from BOI Vandy. Reporting Jarvis account is not the solution. Make una rest, Jerry. This is 2025. So people went ahead to report her account. Miraculous choice. I don't listen to Peller's side, and now Jarvis, I think this person is just catching cruise. And now Jarvis' side of the story, I just realized blah 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 blah. And from Okeogene, you all are saying it's because of Jarvis he had the accident. There are more going on in a person's life than a woman. The way he was crying shows that he is going through a lot. Do you all think it's easy to be a celeb and have people? He's a celeb. Wow. Okay, look up on you. He'll probably have a lot of enemies and personal problem. We all need to know that every human being has his or her own personal problem, and nobody is living a perfect life. Oh, that's celeb talk. There's this friend I have. Whenever you call social media influencer celeb, he gets really mad. And he tells you they're not celebs. They are not celebrities, they're influencers. Do you agree? Are they celebrities? Can we tag them as celebrities?
So it takes a lot of things for somebody to be a celebrity.
Exactly.
One is being popular. For you to be a celebrity means you're popular. And some influencers are popular, some are not popular. For instance, we have too many influencers on TikTok.
Too many.
But they are not celebrities. That is why I can know an influencer, but you don't know the person. But when somebody is a celebrity, it's like your validity is all round.
I think you've given much impact.
You've given so much impact.
Your craft also.
For me to refer to you as a celebrity, it means that I don't care about your character, but you've impacted the society in your field.
Exactly.
That is why Chimamanda is a celebrity. But in what field? In the creative community.
Yes.
You can say Ola Oluslon is a celebrity.
Exactly.
Asu as an artist.
Exactly.
You can say this guy that owns Men's London, what's his name now? That did a song with Portable Zazu. I like his Yoruba. I know him. Skepta, yes. Skepta is a celebrity.
Yes, he is.
You can't see he's an influencer.
No.
So influencers just come up with challenge, the influencer to do something, influence your thought pattern. Celebrities are also influencers.
Yes.
That's the difference. They are also influencers, but they have a specific impact model. So if it's in education, if I love music, then okay, the influencer and the celebrity to look out for are those I love to listen to. And it doesn't even matter if they are popular to you. Yes. But they're celebrities. That's what people don't know.
Exactly.
So people always think that once you're an influencer,
I guess that's
you're
what
celebrity.
gets into the influencers' mind.
Because they are popular.
Yes, and then
but you're popular to your people, because if Peller stands before my father will not know him.
Or be before me.
Or before. Do you understand? So there are people you would pass, and you just they can't relate to you. But you are a celebrity. Even governors are celebrities too.
Yes, they are.
Because the governor, I don't need to know what is happening in Imo State, but if the governor of Imo State comes here, you just know.
Yes.
You just know. Except that in Abuja, nobody send you a celeb self. If you like, there was a video yesterday of some guy who walked into the elevator and the video just walked past him. So it was like they just brushed each other. But that's how it is. I told about my experience where I saw some celebrities coming to my other place of work, and I was agitated to say hi. And when I saw my other colleagues just chill, I'm like, okay, I have to pretend, you know. And then I just remember, I'm like, wow, these people, and nobody sent. It was just a normal conversation. Nobody really sent you. So, but if I'm going to pick, I'll if I want to be anything, do I want to be, being a celebrity also comes with a lot. And I'm not sure I'm ready for all of that.
A lot. I don't want to be...
Your life is out
my
there.
husband and then like the Two-Face and Natasha, and then everybody is talking.
Oh, they are dragging Toyosi again. Daniel Etim's wife.
You see, so
Toyosi is always explaining herself, and sometimes things are taken out of context.
I mean, there was one comment we read as regards to the Two-Face and his wife matter, and somebody said they are bringing their matters offline, because I know of, what's the name of this guy that acted Spider-Man? I think the first Spider-Man story was his name. He's not on social media, and I know a couple of, I think Scarlett Johansson too, if I'm not mistaken, is not even on social media. So I just feel like sometimes they bring their life to us and they enjoy it, so they get what they what they deserve or what they want or what they are calling for somehow, Cynthia, from people.
I've been in a space where we had to sort of work closely with some of the celebrities, and the people who tell on them are not them.
No.
It's the people around them. And what I noticed when I was working there was your so-called PA is giving us your gist. So they don't even know how sometimes they're having an exchange with their partners, and then we're getting the recording, you're hearing it. So there are certain things that you're like, and these are supposed to be PAs. These are supposed to be. So that's why you just see a random video of a celebrity sleeping. He's sleeping. He's a human being.
That's because of our Nigeria paparazzi is not doing enough. Because if you go abroad, paparazzis are always pursuing celebrities up and down. But in Nigeria, we'll sit down and wait for the celebrity to post one or two things on their statuses, or reach out to PAs to, give them, tip them, and then get information from them. But that's a call to our paparazzi in Nigeria.
So let photographer they have to
you know what those people are doing there. That's how you get G's. You are just walking and somebody says, oh, we saw so and so person here, and then before the person comes out to either agree or disagree if I was the person.
You're still doing the work of
like
Nigeria. What's it called?
Paparazzi. That's paparazzi.
I totally get it.
Mail in Nigeria, I said they'll go to your status and look for information and create assumptions around it, and that's how we get this. Now take the Peller and whatever. They are bringing their own story to us. It was the one that carried camera, and then people are talking now. The babe is coming out to say, don't talk about. Don't talk about him like that. Blah blah blah. I think she's calling for some sort of empathy or sympathy for him. But then there's somebody's comment there that is dragging her, that she has not done. There's another comment here from Jane D. Everything is going to get better, Peller. I know this hurts like crazy. Healing is not going to be easy. Cry if you want to do anything, but please don't hurt yourself anymore. Is this what I'm going to tell my younger brother who is acting out of place because of love as his hate? City Breeze Media Limited. Lagos police have arrested TikToker Peller, blah blah blah, after a viral video showed him driving recklessly and crashing his car during a live stream on the 14th of December. Police say his actions endangered lives and are under investigation by SCID. CP Oluhundare Jimo 1. Such lawlessness will not be tolerated. I like this. I think I like this because even driving and filming and whatnot, we have complained about drinking and driving. I have a comment here. Everything I know about Peller and Jarvis, I know against my will.
Me too. Me too. In fact,
into my soul, not my heart.
This
not
Doris or Gala, whatever is her name. I don't want to know this gist. Somehow they don't just bring it.
Why is it topping tweets? Why is it most searched about stories on Twitter? Why?
And we are here talking about it.
Because we just have to talk about it.
We too, we are for our hand.
We are not for
we are not for
our hand. What we are doing
because that's our business in this gist.
It's our business because we have to tell the public. We have to tell this is what is going on in your country.
Okay.
So come out now and take responsibility. You know, what are the ethics of what's our role as netizens? What are our roles?
Like, you just see some people and you're just wondering. People's role models.
Sometimes is this how they think on a normal?
It's how they think. People project who they are. Do you know that?
I feel so.
When you hear this gay guy talk, you'd see somebody who has been hurt so much. That's the thing. When you hear people talk, they're speaking from a place of experience. Nobody talks from a place of nothing.
Yes.
They've either gone through that story, they've seen somebody go through it. Somehow, or the environment they live in influences them. You cannot be talking about the things that Gege talks about, or the other one, you people's favorite, Very Dark Man. All the things they talk about, these are things that it's their mentality. They're projecting it. And it baffles me because the way people buy in, you do not have a brain to think about something. So Very Dark Man tells you that it's easy to go to
beat you up because of Very Dark Man before.
So they tell you, for instance, that hey, somebody has been cheating people. He goes to China to buy this thing. Did you need anybody to tell you that things are cheap in China? That's what I'm saying.
Now go and check. 2025, 56 million naira is what you start with too.
So some things happen and you wonder, is it the brain that people use in crossing the road? Did you need anybody to tell you?
Or they drop it.
Or they
first when they want to come online and when they want to cross the road.
Do you need anybody to tell you that things are cheaper in China? Are you not looking at the news? If you don't know anybody, ensure that the people who do ads more than are drop shippers.
Yes.
Everybody's a drop shipper. So you don't have them on your contact, in your church, on your Facebook. They are always advertising. And you do not see those prices don't surprise you. Okay. Let's say you are not on social media, you don't have Temu app, or you don't have all those e-commerce apps, and you don't see the prices of those things. This is the same mentality. So Peller will come tomorrow and tell you that, it is okay for you to act like me, or carry a teenager, a guy who is 17 who is following Peller would think that it's okay to move in or allow a girl who is 15 move in with him. Because what? You're touching chicken change online. So the girl moves in with him and it becomes a habit. I saw a video the other day, Cynthia, and it broke my heart so much. If that boy is old, he's not going to be older than 17. If the girl I saw him with is old, she's not older than 15. They were coming out of a hotel and they made videos, like series of videos. They were in a hotel. These are teenagers, little children. And my heart broke so much because the first thing I said was, the hotel management allowed children who are not up to 18 into a hotel. And then somebody commented that, it's because they have money that they are doing Yahoo. Somebody even said that they know the boy, that the boy does Yahoo. Now, this is why the society acts, in making the problem bad. Let's say the boy has made illicit money. He comes to your establishment to spend it and you tell him no. He goes to the next one. He says he would realize that the society is against him.
Yes.
He goes to buy alcohol somewhere. They tell him no.
Exactly.
He realizes that, there's no need. And the only place that tells him yes is a school. He should realize that what he's doing is wasting his time. And what he wants is education.
I think this is the best answer to that question you asked. Why are we talking about it? It's just how we're talking about it because we need to contribute to a safer society.
I agree.
We need to bring these things to people's let people understand how to engage. Where do we stand? Are we engaging just for empathy? Are we engaging because we need to be happy and just come online and while away our stories? I know these days, most of what most of us do on social media is just to come and make ourselves happy. And you can't look at Nigeria's social media and you'll not be happy. But then these kind of issues are not what we should come online and be happy about. What small steps are you taking, to give meaningful change in the society? Is not to this children's story. You can imagine, and even that video you're making reference to, if people see it, go scroll down the comment section. You will not see anybody castigating them as to how, what is morally correct or what is morally wrong. What you see is, maybe the babe no even hold am well. Oh, the guy get money. If not me, this, that, things like that. I mean, there's more to these things, and what our roles are, even as social media users, is to correct what we need to correct. We cannot let the society fall down and scatter, at the expense of everybody just want to be have fun online. Everybody just want to be happy online. Or it's not my business. It's not my business. These days, most of the things you get when you try to talk to people is none of your business. I'm living my life. It's my life. It's not your life. And all of those, it's my life, it's my life, it's my life. That self-actualization and that assertiveness that people, especially young people of nowadays, have held. So I admire it, and at the same time I am scared for it, because the more we are very assertive, it makes us not, we don't pay attention to what is right and what is wrong any longer. It's just more like it is I'm in my rights. It's okay for me to do this. It's okay for me to do that. So we should hold ourselves as citizens. How do we engage to such things when we see them, when we come across them? Let's not forget human decency anytime we talk about, online engagements. Very important.
Cynthia, you've got it well. Human decency has to be at the core of our engagement. But this is where people are more interested in making money and more interested in, trending and going viral. People do a lot of things. I saw a woman who's like, if she's very young, should be maybe 47. She posted a video on Facebook yesterday. She was doing the get ready with me video, but she was not stark naked. She just had an underwear on. Oh my goodness, nobody was ready for what we saw. And she has kids. She said she has 3 children. So I'll have my children come watch me naked. They can't see me naked in the house.
Do the high guys with them. That's to tell you that they are learning. And you said they will not copy that kind of habit.
So we are raising a generation of irresponsible parents and children who will not yield to instruction.
Exactly.
And when the world comes crashing down, you'll wonder what role you played in. You played in by ignoring, by looking away, by saying it's not my child, it's not my business. That's how you played in. So I hope that we all have this sense of responsibility, even as we wrap up, to ensure that we are meaningful members of the society. Let's reflect. Let's think about how to ensure that security is our business, well-being of everybody, our citizens, is our business as well.
Exactly.
Cynthia, you want to say something?
Well, going back to the union, yes, let's not forget that. Going back to the union talk, I just feel like it's important for us, just like you stated, it's important for us to just bring our, collective voice and understand that responsibility matters here. In both cases, in both stories. First of all, the NLC, responsibility matters. Everybody needs to come out, and do what they need to do. And in our digital spaces too, responsibility matters as well. What role are you playing as a netizen? What role are you playing? What change are you trying to create, foster in your society? So I just feel like much of what we see out here reflects who we, are. So we should begin to challenge ourselves to set things right. Please, let's forget about this we're in a global age, pop culture and whatnot. Let's remember that we still have to, dignity is important.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. I guess that's the most we can take. But we want you to always join the conversation across the different social media platforms. Share your thoughts, share your opinions, your experiences, and even your ideas. We are Idea TV for a reason. But thank you for watching, and do well to keep tabs with our other programs that are coming up shortly. My name is Chinatu Oji, and I've been hanging on Unscripted with Cynthia Bassi.
Let me calm down. Let me bring you down.
We'll see you next time. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.